And we're back. Hi, my name's Charles, and a while back I decided it might be fun to go back to the beginning of Honkai Star Rail and play through the story. And we are up to the climax of the main Trailblazer quest for Xianzhou Fu. Behind us is the dragon protecting the roots of the Tree of Abundance, and in there is Phantylia, who is hoping to use that power to bring about whatever the destruction wants to bring about, which is, probably destruction. And we are the only thing standing between her and it. But first, something I forgot to do at the end of last episode, I've got some pulls to do. I have a deal with this account where whenever I have 40 pulls available on the banners and there is something useful for me to get from that banner, I'm going to do it. As you can see, I have 30 pulls on the limited banner and I have just under 20 pulls on the standard, so it's time for me to get a pulling. And without further ado, the standard disclaimer, I'm probably, 20 or 30 pulls into pity on this banner, so the chance of me getting something is very slim. I've said that before and then immediately pulled a 5-star, so hopefully I can just continue to be that lucky. So let's get the 10 pull on the standard banner out of the way. 3, 2, 1. And no, not lucky this time, but, it's always worth a try. It's always worth, hyping it up slightly, I've not that I hyped it up, I said I wouldn't get it, but, you know how it is. I was trying to do reverse psychology. You can't do reverse psychology on computers because you can't do computer psychology. Oh, another copy of Dance, Dance, Dance. That is awesome. That's such a good cone for support characters who don't have to be super speed tuned and who use their ultimates. Machine cogs. And Dance 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 was the only thing we got on that 10 pull, but very much worth it. So now we move to the Fugue banner. By the time this gets published, we are probably, if not right at the end of the Fugue banner, then beyond it. But we've still got a week, 2 weeks remaining on it. Well, bit over a week remaining on it, according to this countdown. And so I'm going to give it a go. I am actually a lot closer to pity on this banner. There's a good chance I hit pity with these 30 pulls. What I do still have is my 50-50, so there is a good chance that even if I do get the pull, it's going to be a disappointment. Again, reverse psychology. It doesn't work on computers. We may as well just hit the button and see what happens. Also, hello Fugue. I've been saying bad things about how Ting-Yin is a boring character, but Fugue is really fun to play. I've got her on my other account, and she just makes things go boom. And first 10 pull is the right 10 pull. I think this is 10 or 20 pulls before pity? I'm going to find out. But let's see if this is a Fugue. It's a Gallagher. Another Gallagher copy is always welcome. Chorus. And Himiko. Ah, dear. I love Himiko. She's my favorite character. But, I'd much rather have got, Fugue, the limited character. This is the second of 2 50-50s that I have lost on this account. Another copy of Yukong. Getting me one closer to that Yukong E6, which is nice. And, I cannot be too sad about pulling Himiko, but I would much rather it was a different fire character. Because what I would have done then is immediately cashed in my ticket and got Himiko anyway, because Himiko plus Fugue would be a lot of fun. What I do have is 10 pulls left and a dream. Or 20 pulls left and a dream. So, 20 pulls left and 2 dreams even. Dream number 1? Or will it be a nightmare? Nope. light cone, day 1 of my new life. March taking nice little photos for me. And no other 4-star on that one. And finally, will a miracle occur? Will I get that 1 in 20 hit right to my veins? And sadly, no natural 20 for me. Final chance for an interesting and or fun 4-star. And yet another Yukong. I think that takes me to E6 Yukong. Nope, that takes me to E6 Yukong. I'm going to have to find an excuse to use Yukong, it seems. But there we are. We are now out of pulls on the standard banner. We are sadly without anything but... Oh no, not even an E6 Yukong, an E5.
The heavens are vast. The kite flies where it wishes. The heavens are vast. The kite flies where it wishes.
Which is a pain in the ass because that's the Eidolon you want, because it massively reduces the amount of tuning you need to do to make Yukong work properly. But them are the breaks. And this returns us to standing in front of this little gateway, ready to go and take on the wicked Phantylia. Special mechanism. If Jing Yuan is knocked down, the battle will immediately end in defeat. Recommended team level 67. So here is where things get stupid. Because we are going to take in the canonical team. The canonical team that is facing Jing Yuan is taking on Phantylia is Jing Yuan, the main character, March 7th, and Welt. And Dan Heng in his Imbibitor Lunae form, who in this battle will be played by the off-screen Imbibitor Lunae that you activate by pressing a button. So this is as close to the canonical team fighting Phantylia. In fact, it is the canonical team fighting Phantylia, and it's kind of bad. And it's bad in a lot of different ways. You know, Welt and Jing Yuan are going to be fighting over skill points, with March desperately wanting to hoover up some to keep people shielded because we have no healer, and Phantylia does a ton of AoE damage, especially in phase transition. So every time I get Phantylia's health bar down too low, it's going to be, have I shielded the entire team, or are we all going to die? Also, March could be useful as a crowd control, except I think everything in this fight is ice resistant. On the other hand, there are vulnerabilities to lightning, which Jing Yuan brings on board, and imaginary, which Welt brings on board, and we have, you know, some shielding going on here. So what I might do is mix around the ordering slightly, put Trailblazer on the end, so if there's a taunt, put March next to him, put Welt there, and then put Jing Yuan on the other end to keep him as far away from the AoE as possible. So, let's go into this fight and see how bad the situation is going to be.
Has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole yourself, Phantylia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
All of you, ready yourselves. Don Hong,
Red bodies are ready.
I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Phantylia, what is she doing?
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use.
They're really going for the double entendre there, weren't they? They're not being subtle.
I will use to bring it destruction.
Phantylia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
Oh, you would, Jing Yuan, wouldn't you?
You know nothing of the weight behind.
Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I'm going to go up to full speed in a moment, but it's kind of fun. And this is what I mean by fighting over skill points. It's already, yeah, I probably should use the normal attack there.
Phantylia, your scheme ends here.
Jing Yuan needs to power up Lightning Lord. And you need to
Well, I give you a present.
shield Jing Yuan as first priority.
Sometimes check out this awesome move.
So let's have a look at the enemy. Phantylia the Undying, resistant to freezing, resistant to entanglement, which is the quantum thingy, the quantum damage thing. Currently ensnared by good old Welt. Story: the body born out of the ambrosial arbor by Phantylia, Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. This flesh possesses the power of both destruction and abundance, a form that embodies the cycle of death and rebirth. It is also the first fruit born from the rejuvenated ambrosial arbor. And she has lots of abilities that do nasty amounts of damage. The Lotuxen, every action they take restores 50 HP, which is good reason to keep them frozen. And they can reduce skill points, and yeah, also not a good thing, but let's shield some people, which is always fun. And you...
Bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile.
We're doing a reasonable amount of damage.
This body was born of the arbor. You are but add.
Thanks.
Have some strong wind.
March, careful. Not a scratch.
You can't run.
Okay, so let's see if we can kill that one. That will stop it from healing, and it'll give us all those skill points back. Then Jing Yuan can do that one. It's going to steal a skill point. So March is going to keep shielding people.
How can we lose?
You can do a little bit of damage to that.
Untangling yourselves from
That's good.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
So if you do a bouncy attack on that one, then we get skill points back again. Don't quite... Oh yes we do. So you can do your attack and immediately do your ult, and that should mean that all of Lightning Lord's damage concentrates on Phantylia, which might be good, might be bad. Okay, we've broken Phantylia. I want to re-up the shield on Jing Baby. And save your ult for when she comes out of her...
Try that
Does she resummon the lotus flowers? That's the question. Yes, she does. That's what we were waiting for.
Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Gotta try hard
We use
sometimes.
March's ult immediately. It's kind of... March is really just here to keep Jing Yuan alive, I think. Oh, I actually managed to freeze Phantylia. So it's resistance, but it's not immunity, which is good.
You have the worst luck.
You can re-up your shield on... So the shield on Jing Yuan is still going to go for another couple of rounds, so let's put one on
We lose.
Fire MC.
Leave the rest to me.
You can do a bounce attack and see what happens. Because that should release some skill points for us.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Also just going to say that as good as Wildfire is, the music of this boss fight is possibly my favourite boss fight music in the entire game. Especially the way it changes from phase to phase.
You can't run! Try that again! My turn!
So we're going to re-up the shield on you again, because she's just going to keep bonking on you.
Time for
the Master Stroke. I shouldn't have talked over him. There will be other opportunities.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
This should take us to phase 2. I should have...
Crushing an ant.
Ideally, it would have been best to have Trailblazer shields on everyone at least. Because that's painful. And now we've got the dark phase.
The universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
You can't run! Gotta try hard sometimes.
See how the music has gained in intensity. We've moved to phase 2. We've upped the stakes.
Check out this awesome move!
Well, we've at least frozen one thing. Can we... This should...
Stand down. You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lance at the ready.
Oh, Welt.
Fracture!
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose?
Victory!
You're an
No! no!
You can still walk away.
See, this is where it starts getting bad, because those things...
General of the Sea Angel.
Okay, so...
Survive this calamity.
Don Hong, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Phantylia?
Okay, so this is where Dun comes in to save the day.
A scion of permanence. Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
Okay, so the way that these ones work is that when they get the bloom status, they suddenly become vulnerable, and you have to break them before they basically one-shot your dude. But they also have this annoying Black Piranha snare thing, which, as you can tell, is not fun. So March, what I'm going to do is, this should
Will I give you a present?
dispel the thing on that. It doesn't really matter because...
For the Shinjo!
I mean, it kind of does matter. Because,
Stand down.
I think that those Black Piranha snare things stack.
Phantylia, your scheme ends here. True victory!
So basically, I'm only using skill points on March and Jing Yuan at this point, and,
Shine, celestial
well,
Not a scratch.
You can't run!
and that's why I was shielding everybody.
Check out this awesome move! Try that again!
Lance,
So once again, nobody's shielded, but I'm close to another Welt ult, which will be nice.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance.
It would be so nice if something in this battle was fire vulnerable. So, okay, now you are in bloom.
On my command,
Or not.
vanquish the abomination!
Time for the radiant spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Okay, breaking Phantylia is good.
You need to
So we're going to continue to not use Welt's power, but we're gonna... So, shield on you is about to run out. Shield on you is about to run out as well. This is not good.
You a present!
This is where things might start getting bad.
Shine, celestial.
Oh shit, I should have done this earlier. Yeah, that was not good. Oh well.
You can't run!
First amount of kind of true damage done to Welt.
shatter before you. Survive.
Given that we can't avoid the Black Piranha snare.
Choice.
Good old 1 hit point of damage, but 1% damage. Shall we save?
Scheme ends here. For the Shinjo!
Leave the rest to me. Calm your body and mind.
My turn!
Okay, so who can we continue to shield? We'll shield you,
How could we lose?
which will also
I'm on guard.
currently in repose. Can we put you in repose as well? Because that would be nice.
Try that again!
Don't hurt March.
Gotta try.
You're not allowed to hurt March, sorry.
Check
Oh
out.
no, this may be bad. Just the journey to level... The journey to the third phase.
Victory!
You can still walk away.
You've done the same thing. You can hurt her. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. I think I just failed.
Leave the rest to me.
Okay.
I won't go easy on you.
Try that again.
I am the vanguard of the hunt. Vanquish the abomination!
Okay, so that's at 92, so that's when things get really bad. So I think I need to shield Jing Yuan,
Will I give you a present?
and then this
You can still walk away.
will hopefully
Stand down.
take us into the next phase.
To you, Phantylia! So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them.
And here she comes.
You won't have the chance.
You can't run.
Okay. So let's do this.
Nothing of the weight
First.
behind it. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Out of ideas, Phantylia!
Thanks for reminding me to use my ult, which I obviously haven't been doing for the entire goddamn fight. And now, phase 3 music. Sorry, just listening.
Victory!
Not a scratch.
So I should probably have used Dan Hung already,
Flaming lance.
but I'm kind of hoping
Forward.
I can use him to interrupt something that would otherwise kill me.
Calm your body and mind.
I am the vanguard of the hunt. Vanquish the abomination!
You have the worst luck running into me.
So who needs it most? Probably Welt.
How can we lose?
Fine.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
If I can freeze something now, I may win. Not quite.
You're annoying. You can't run.
It is time to put
Oh wow, she just strings this shit together.
Time for the master stroke. Radiant spew.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
You can still walk. I won't go easy on you.
Victory!
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I told ya I could fight.
Okay, so who is I'm gonna continue to shield Jing Yuan. I should probably shield Marchi next.
Cataclysm! Try that again! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
33%.
I'm okay.
Oh no.
You can't run!
So close. She's got another one of these. Oh no, I could have. Oh, Marchi, don't die, March. I need March. I need March.
Flaming lance! Forward!
Leave the rest to me. Stand down.
Oh no, March is definitely going to die. She's just not fast enough. This is not good, because I have 30% left. Your repository has ended.
You're wasting my time. It is time to put an end to this.
Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
16%. And you can do that. And then this.
Nothing of the weight behind this power.
Come on, 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 come on.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Okay, March is not going to get another turn. It's all about keeping Jing Yuan alive now.
With me out here, how can we lose? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out
It's
this.
that Lightning Lord. If that Lightning Lord wins, we win.
Victory!
Lance at the ready. Fracture!
Okay. Proposal's ended. Okay, so
Calm your body.
fingers crossed. Oh, one bounce. One bounce. And we did it. Look at that.
Forgive my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain death is touching. For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers.
You and what army?
The destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Let's start with this arrogant Xianzhou general. I wonder if the transformation of the Xianzhou general into a Void Ranger would cast the law proof back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
Gone home! Do it!
general of the hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you okay?
Okay, just how goddamn awesome was that, really? It just blows, the whole, like, production values of this game just blows me away. Just the effort put into all those cutscenes, the climactic music. Like you know, I've said before, the whole way that the boss fight music in Honkai Star Rail works, where Phase 3 is always the triumphant, okay, this is where you win, this is where we are awesome theme comes in, and it's just... anyway, I'm just kind of basking in it for a moment because that's just such a cool moment. It's a little bit undercut by the fact that Phantylia is not a particularly, you know, well established villain. Like, she just kind of shows up in one patch and then you kill her, like, as the crow flies about 2 hours later. But, oh, maybe 3 hours. I think it's been 2 or 3 episodes. But, certainly she does put in the effort for the short time that she's in the game.
I'm still alive. And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Phantylia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Phantylia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Dan Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
Is Phantylia still alive?
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Phantylia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
And I did honestly think that one time I missed a March shield that I had just screwed my attempt entirely. Head to the seat of Divine Foresight to ask about the situation. And, this is where we start getting, invitations to, post-victory quests, which I will studiously ignore for now. That was very satisfying. Yeah, the number of times I've auto-battled that boss just for, like, Echo of War in my other account, and actually to have to care about, you know, what choices I make during the battle, and they might actually have an impact on whether I live or die, and getting to a point where I was almost, you know, March and Welt were almost dead, and I had to get, it really came down to, if I hadn't killed her at exactly that moment, with that strike of Lightning Lord, then I would have lost my shielder and very quickly lost the game. But that was a very satisfying victory. I'm very happy that I did it that way. I want to enter the Seat of Divine Foresight. I could have teleported straight here, but, you know, I wanted to walk. Sometime later, you arrive at the Seat of Divine Foresight to check on Jing Yuan.
The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins."
Share your troubles with me.
Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
One thing I love doing is noticing which responses they recorded just one response to both questions. Like, this is an appropriate answer to both the serious and non-serious answers.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Oh, well, come on, she's just been like managing an army where it had lots of casualties. Give her a bit of a break.
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised! They're finally here! Yippee!
March, continuing to fail to read the room.
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
Just as Elio wanted.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
Go through the events surrounding the Ambrosial Arbor's calamity with Fushan.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron crisis, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection, not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail.
It's a recap.
So, where should we begin?
Okay, so this is because this questline was spread over 3 versions, they're just making sure that we remember what happened. There seems to be in reverse order here, so let's start in the correct order.
The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, That prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantylia.
Let's talk about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Phantylia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
Let's discuss Phantylia last.
It appears that Phantylia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
I think we have the gist now.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jing Yuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jing Yuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle.
And he's still going to be under investigation in like a year's time.
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong.
Something Miss Tingyun left behind?
It was all so chaotic. When Phantylia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantylia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one.
Yes, I may lose her 50-50 to Himiko.
As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
See you there. So I believe that this is the beginning of the post... the 1.3 quest, where we have Jing Yuan's funeral. I'm pretty sure that's it. Anyway, so if we go to the... Yeah, so this is the bit where... So we have had the end of A Dragon Gallant, Its Ocean Distant, which is the end of the 1.2 quests. We have had a whole bunch of things open up for the Yukong companion quest, the Kafka companion quest, and a couple of side quests that I will do in my own time. And I think we might even unlock the Aurum Alley side thingy, which I will also do just to get the rewards. Sadly, I think I've missed my opportunity to get Fugue, because I just won't be able to get enough Jades before the end of this patch to have a reasonable chance of pulling her. But it does mean that I have pretty much a lock-in to get the Herter, which will be cool. But anyway, this brings us to a nice convenient point to end this episode. I'm going to go somewhere scenic to stand to finish it off, as I usually do. And thank you for joining me along this. I honestly thought that I would have at least one failed attempt at that boss before I got through it. Just goes to show that these bosses so far have not been particularly highly tuned, although it did get pretty close there at the end. So, I don't know. I think knowing exactly how that boss operates and knowing what I needed to do did go, some way to making it easier for me to get past her. But again, thank you for joining me on this, and I will see you next time, probably for some more companion missions, before we move on to finishing up the Jing Yuan thing. Or maybe I'll do the Jing Yuan thing and then go back for the companion quests. I'm not sure yet. We shall see. Anyway, bye-bye.